Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning back in. So today's topic is how to transition into your natural hair. Okay, so since I recently started my YouTube channel, I've been getting a lot of questions about how to go natural, okay? So I decided, and I promised a lot of these girls that I would make a video about it. So here we go. I have been natural, as you guys know, for almost 3 years in July. So I know a little bit of something about being natural. So I thought I would share a few of my tips and some of the things that I have learned since I've been natural to share with you guys, and hopefully it will help you guys along your journey, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So one of the first things I wanted to discuss as you begin your journey, or if you are thinking about going on this journey with the rest of us, I wanted you to remember it is a journey. This is not going to necessarily happen overnight. This is your journey, so embrace it. Have fun with it. This is not going to be easy, but it's not supposed to be rocket science either. So enjoy it, okay? So I've made a list of 8 things that I want to talk about throughout this video that could help you guys as you go throughout this journey. So we're just gonna go down the line, okay? So here we go. Number 1. Okay, so first thing above anything else, if you are considering doing this, or even if you have made up your mind, what I want you to do right now is breathe. Calm down and take a step back. Relax. Do not be irrational. Do not make any rash decisions, okay? Just relax and think about it, okay? Everything is going to be just fine. Even if you just cut your hair about 3 minutes ago and you are panicking, be calm. Okay, I think sometimes we get a little carried away and that we do forget that this is hair. It is just hair at the end of the day, okay? Always keep that in the back of your head. It will be okay. So breathe, my sisters, breathe. Something else that I want to illustrate on that, think about what you're doing and why you want to do this. That was something else that made this a lot easier for me. Not just go cut your hair off tomorrow unless you are sure. Make sure you're doing this for the right reasons. Not for someone else, not because it is a fad, but because you want to, okay? And hey, once you make that decision, if that's what you want to do, more power to you. Go ahead, okay? Number 2, cutting. I'm going to break this into 2 different sections, the big chop and trimming. As far as the big chop goes, go at your own pace. There is no right or wrong time to big chop. Some women do it as soon as they decide. That is up to you. As far as me, I waited 6 months. I didn't want to not have hair. That is up to you. There's no right or wrong time. Make sure that you are ready. Someone also asked me that, do I just go cut it today? Sure. Would I advise that? No, because if you have to ask me, you probably don't want to. I mean, it's probably not the best decision for you, because even when I cut my hair after 6 months, I cried. So, not trying to scare you, but you know, make sure that's the best for you, okay? As far as trimming, you have to be prepared to trim your hair. Whenever you do make that decision that yes, you want to go natural, at some point you're going to need to trim your hair because you're transitioning. Whenever you stop getting relaxers or a texturizer, you're trying to become natural, so you're going to have to cut chemically processed hair off. So you're going to have to trim periodically. So that's something you're going to have to prepare for anyway. So, I mean, it's one of those things, it's either now or later. So you have to be prepared for that. So, I mean, like I said, that's up to you. Number 3, styling. That was something else that I get a lot of questions about. What do I do to my hair? How do I do it? That's something else that comes with time. If you just now made that decision or it's been a month, you may not really need to do anything different. If it's been a few months, what I would encourage is that you do a lot of protective styling, especially to save the ends and just, you know, for the new growth, because it is hard to try to treat and save both textures of your hair, because that was something I ran into when I was transitioning, trying to take care of permed hair and natural hair, that can be a struggle of two worlds. So I would definitely say protective styling. And by that I mean like concealing the ends. So like your braids, your twists, anything where you don't have to manipulate your hair. Kinky twist, the braids, anything like that. Any kind of protective styling. Number 4, products. These are probably the top 4 things, the things that I've been listing off so far, and products. A lot of these girls are like, and what else do I need to buy? I've already went out and bought all of these things that I'm like, whoa, no, you don't even really have natural hair yet. Like, you don't even know what your hair texture is like, so slow down. But I understand, I was the same way. I had 2 big old things of hair products, and believe you me, I don't even use like any of it anymore. Okay? Don't do that. Do not do that, because you don't even know your real hair texture quite yet. So there's no point. And like I said earlier, you're still pretty much treating your permed hair right now. So I would just say choose a really good conditioner and leave-in conditioner right now. That's what's really important, in moisturizers, making sure your hair is really moisturized right now. I guess also make sure you have a really good oil. But your concern right now is not buying all of these hair care products like you may see other girls who are fully natural like myself. You don't need all that right now. So I would definitely say be frugal with that kind of stuff. Like, it's just not necessary right now. So focus on keeping your hair well kept. That is what is important right now, okay? Right, number 5. This is really important, I think, because I was not really aware until I was fully in the natural hair community. Okay, it's almost like its own little sisterhood. You don't really know everything until you're in. Like, the big chop is your full initiation, okay? I'm about to give y'all all a head start. All right, here we go. Brace yourself. Terminology. Key terms here. BC, y'all already learned it. Big chop, cutting, okay? Cutting your hair off. You're in there. Next, oil. Oils. You will learn it is your best friend. Oils do everything. It covers up things such as your gels or any leftover products. Oils are also your concealers or your sealants for like your waters when your hair is dry. Okay, this is something else. It's not necessarily any special terminology, but you're going to hear it a lot and you're going to see it, and you may not really know what it's for or what it means. But a spray bottle, it's going to be your best friend. You're going to see it in like all of my videos. It has water and oil in it, okay? What it is just extra moisture on hand. That's extra. I'm just letting you know, okay? Next, heat damage. Heat damage is pretty much what it sounds like. Excessive heat, or the excessive use of heat in your hair that can cause your hair to be dry and stringy and essentially break off. We try to stay away from it. Blow dryers and straighteners and the hot combs, all of it, okay? Heat damage, bad. No, don't like it, all right? Protective styling, like I mentioned earlier, that normally means that you want to hide the ends of your hair. Low manipulation, you're staying out of your hair and things of that sort. Lock, the locking method, LOC, which means liquid oil conditioner. That is something that you're normally going to do when you are, well, that's normally something I do at the end of the week when I'm cleansing my hair. And this leads me into co-washing. A lot of your natural girls may not shampoo their hair on a regular basis. That means you wash with conditioner, okay? There's a lot. I'm just trying to throw some out here to get you going with your lingo so you can keep up. Some more I'm gonna throw out are just length descriptions, which you have TWA, but it is teeny weeny afro. You have WL, which is waist length. You have AL, which is armpit length. SL, which is shoulder length. BSL, which is bra strap length. One I just learned the other day, you know, line of demarcation, which is the line at which you cut your hair when you big chop. So there you go. If you want to be fancy, just learn that. Oh, and I learned another one as well, scab hair. Okay, it's not necessarily as attractive or pleasing to the ears, as are other terms. But I'm going to get to that later on in the video as well. We're here to learn too, okay? So these are some of our key terms, all right? We're going to keep going to our next point. And number 6, I know earlier I mentioned a little bit about hair textures, how it will change over time. You may not know what your real hair texture is and all of that good stuff. Okay, that can be really confusing, especially when it comes to buying hair products, because now there is a plethora or an array of hair products that you can buy, and it may be overwhelming at first, okay? So I'm going to show you guys a picture of hair textures that we now have or we've always had, but now they have made a little diagram of it. As you can see, we have all of these wonderful hair textures. I identify with hair textures 4B and 4C. I believe I have 4B 5% of my hair and 4C in the other areas of my hair, okay? So this diagram is just one to kind of show you the curl pattern that you have in your hair. And this kind of comes in handy because there are hair products that are made to cater to certain hair textures. Some more than others, but you know, that is for you to find some that cater to you and that can help your hair texture. So, you know, that may come in handy and that may help you. So I thought that would be helpful to put on here and to help you. So there you go. You guys can look at that. Pause the video if you need to. Check it out. Also, I want to show you guys another picture, and it shows you the difference between scab hair and your actual natural textured hair. Okay, and I just wanted to address this because this is something I didn't really understand, and I'm happy I ran across it. All of a sudden, you know, after a year or so, I started to get some curls in some places. I could train my hair and things began to change. And so what I realized was my hair texture, in essence, was beginning to change. And so that is what they are describing in scab hair. And the definition of scab hair pretty much reiterates how your hair texture can change over time. And scab hair arises primarily because of the damage that has been done to your scalp and hair follicles. So that is why I stress the importance of taking care of your scalp and your hair, okay? And that also brings me back to the point that I'm making about your hair texture and why it's not so much of a big deal. And that's why it's not so important for you to be in such a big rush to buy all of these hair products, because I know how it is. You'll go out and you buy all of these name brand fancy hair products that you see because you think it's going to give you all of these results, but a lot of them just may not work on your hair because it's not for your hair, although you think it may be for your hair texture, and you don't even know what your hair texture is yet. Please take heed and trust me on this. That's all I have to say on that one, alright? Verse 7. It's a growing process, okay? Point blank, period. You stressing, you worrying, all of it is not gonna make it grow any faster, okay? It's gonna grow at its own pace. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. The best thing you can do is take care of it to the best of your ability. Is that patience is the key. I mean, it's so cliche, but it is so true. Like, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. So that's the best I can tell you. It's better to have healthy hair than to have long hair. So think about that. Take it how you want to, but remember what I said. This is your journey, your hair journey. Embrace it. And last but not least, number 8, acceptance. I know for me, this was extremely hard. And I know if you're thinking about going natural, if you haven't done it yet, let me tell you, brace yourself. I can tell you about my personal experience. I know when I big chopped, I did not necessarily expect the dreadful feeling I had at first, but when I seen my hair lying in that bag, it did something to me. And some of the reactions I got at first were not always positive. So You have to be ready for that. But I will tell you this. It was the best decision, one of the best decisions that I have made, and I regret it for nothing. But I will admit, it is a journey. It has its ups and it has its downs. But I promise you, it is one that I do not regret, and it is one that I wish I would have done earlier. And so, I will just say, be prepared, my friend. Be prepared. But I will say, you will not regret it. It is one of enlightenment. It is one of empowerment. And it is one of inspiration. But if there is one more thing I can leave you with about going natural, it is not one for the weak, but one for the strong, the beautiful, and the confident. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.